Hi, historians. This is Miss Ashley, and today we are going to be reading out of our history textbooks. Today's lesson is located on page 82, so please make sure to turn to page 82 in your history book to follow along. Now, in today's lesson, we are going to continue our chapter, A Nation Divided. Let's take a better look at our lesson. Let's start with the title, The War Ends. Now we're going to say it all together. Ready? In three, two, one. The war ends. Now let's take a look at the lesson. It looks like here we have a history tool. Looks like there's a line, there's dates, and there's events. So what kind of history tool do you think this is? Let's say it all together. In three, two, one. Timeline. Yes, if you said timeline, then you are correct. Now let's take a better look at each date and each event that happened. So in 1860, President Lincoln was elected. In 1861, the war starts. So the Civil War started in 1861. And the following a few years in 1863, President Lincoln made the document Emancipation Proclamation that freed the slaves. In 1865, the Civil War ends, and we have the creation of the 13th Amendment that freed the slaves. In 1868, we have the creation of the 14th Amendment, which states that people who are born in the United States are considered American citizens. And finally, in 1870, we have the creation of the 15th Amendment, which allowed citizens and slaves who had been freed to vote. Now let's take a look at the passage for today. President Lincoln finally found a good general for the Union Army. His name was Ulysses S. Grant. It took a long time, but Grant and the Union Army defeated the Confederate Army. Peace came. The country was united again. The 13th Amendment put an end to slavery everywhere in the country. Tell one fact about the timeline. Now, scholars, you are going to go back and take a look at this history tool at this timeline and state one fact about the timeline. And that's going to be the end of our lesson. The war ends.